Hey, folks, welcome to another Sports Focus. I'm your host, Thumbs Up, John McNeil. You're a chipper today, Mr. McIntosh. How we doing, Mr. Zipper?
I'm doing just fine. How you doing today?
All right. You just can't help yourself. Yeah, well, I can't help myself. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Now, we've had a passing of a giant, Maya Angelou.
Black literature.
That's right. Civil rights activist. Born name Marguerite Ann Johnson.
Cougar.
Yes. 86 years old. Y'all know who she is. You got any thoughts about this giant of a woman?
Lost a great one.
Yes, sir. Yes, we did, Mr. McIntosh. She was a hell of a woman.
Yes.
Not many like her.
No.
You're right. And I just have this little tidbit. She was the first female African American to be, because she lived in San Francisco for a bit, but she was the first black woman to be a cable car conductor. The first. So that's just a little tidbit about this woman who's done so many things, and speaks 5 languages.
And very articulate.
Very articulate. We lost a giant, people. So if you need to do some research and get some knowledge on this woman, because she is an amazing person. Maya Angelou, 86 years old. Long, good life.
She accomplished more in her lifetime than people do in 5 or 6.
That's right. Now, we always got to go to the silliness now, but it's in the news. These two men seem like to have a little issue with each other. Who am I talking about? Tip Harris, known as TI, and Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, from what I understand about this little fracas that they was in Vegas at Fat Burger of all places. Never been to Fat Burger. You ever been to Fat Burger?
No, they say it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been to Fat Burger.
Yeah, be fighting. But it seemed like T.I. has a little issue with Floyd being with his wife, Tiny.
Just a picture. It was just
a picture
with her and other women in the picture. It's not like they were by themselves hugged in the corner. Touchy-feely.
Yeah.
It was a group picture.
Now,
maybe she was just a little bit too close.
Now, from what I also understand, Floyd has known Tiny before him and T.I. got together or whatever. So
they both in entertainment business.
So they've been friends, and I must say, if anyone has saw the video when Floyd was saying control your B, he did apologize. So he was wrong. He just seemed like he just got caught up. Because how you think this is going to end? You just thinking,
T.I.
Seemed like you got some reservations about the brother.
You want attention? Go make a record. Get in a movie. Do something else. This is not... He's told Floyd Mayweather, you do it in the ring, but I do it in the streets. And Mayweather's response was, I do it everywhere.
Ooh.
So, pick a fight that you're going to win.
I think he need to step down on that. Mr. T.I. Seemed like you reserved on your comments, Mr. McIntosh.
Because you can't call somebody a stupid so-and-so and so-and-so on the air.
It seemed like we got some stuff we really want to say, but we really can't say about this. And if it's like that, now the next topic we're going to talk about is Mr. 50 Cent. In my opinion, the brother, if it's real, I personally believe 50 Cent, when he threw out the first pitch, if you guys ain't seen it, just Google his name and that'll come up. First pitch at Mets game. If it's real, I think it's fake. Me personally, I think the whole thing is staged. The brother set everybody back at least 10 to 15 years.
That.
It seemed like you guys are speechless.
In the words of him, of Jeff.
You Blake Griffin? Blake Griffin, that commercial.
Can you skip a rock?
I guess he never threw a rock in the, what do you say? In the hood, and You said
Can you throw a rock?
He never threw a ball. Never threw no type of nothing in his younger.
You never broke.
You
a
look
window.
like a linebacker, and you never threw a ball.
brother with
You
all
never-
the
you never broke a
muscles,
window.
but the muscles failed him. He like, damn, I got muscle.
And as we discussed before, you grew up in the hood. You never played stick ball. You never done any of that kind of stuff that
New
requires
York.
you were throwing the ball in New York.
Suspect.
You never.
That's way past suspect.
You never threw some illegal. I can't do it.
All right, well, 50, you all right. I mean, you had just a little bad moment. I guess all you entertainers and athletes, you have them.
I got you.
Okay.
And as far as I'm concerned, you still 50, but you little check mark on that one. Now, let's get to why we're really here. It is time to bring back my buddy, Cowboy Talk. Yeah, line that sucker up, because I'm about to smack the living hell out of it. Now, Mr. McIntosh, you can chime in on this too, because this affects you because just update the people. Sean Lee, middle linebacker, one of their best defensive player as of, is out for the season with a torn ACL and a slightly torn meniscus.
Yeah.
So he's out unless he makes some miraculous recovery.
Now he's done for you.
It's an antler juice.
There you go. Spray some of that antler juice up in there, man.
Really?
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Well, apparently, you're laughing, but I mean, that's what they use. It seems like that's what these athletes use, on the down. They throw whatever they need to throw on there. And,
Put some Tiger Balm on. He'll be all right. Shoot.
oh,
what's in that
man,
movie?
Tiger pee or something.
Put some Windex on it. Some
Tiger urine or something. Do something. Put something on there, Sean. But, he's out. And Zach Martin is the rookie first-round pick for the Dallas Cowboys that, was on leading the block. Now, from me watching a lot of television and ESPNs and the network and all these other cable outlets, they're saying that, it's supposed to be non-contact, and Zach Martin sort of, really laid him out. When you really look at the video, and all you Cowboy fans and whoever, if you're hating on the Cowboys or not, look at the video. Sean Lee, pretty much his knee gave out before the contact happened.
Right.
So,
What he went out last year? What was the reason why he went out last year?
neck. The player from the Bears slammed into his head, and his neck went into his shoulders. And
So basically, lately he's just been a walking profile.
He's been walking around like glass.
So,
yeah,
So it's gonna be.
The whole time he's been in Dallas, he's been glass.
So Kitchen is his replacement, right?
we don't know yet. We don't know, but they're talking about getting Pat Angler or whoever. My thing is, how is this? Media is already saying how this is going to be. How is this going to affect the Dallas Cowboys and the psyche of the team to lose a player of this caliber the first day of practice?
The biggest thing is, even though it's bad, it's good that it happened this early.
Yes.
So now you at OTAs, you get a chance to develop other people. You get a chance to get someone else to work into the defense. You got the whole preseason to find out who can fill that spot at least until if and when he comes back. So now is the best time. Instead of over the last few seasons, as it always happened during the season, and the grocery guy from the Kroger around the corner having to come in and fill a spot, now you have enough time to fill all the voids.
Hey, Kroger's a good store.
It is a good store, but you don't need the bagger coming in playing middle linebacker. The guy who's on the price check coming inside there playing, safety. That just doesn't fly.
From what I was watching, now they're saying, the Cowboys, they're done. There's no way. They wasn't even going to win with Sean Lee as far as the playoff berth. The Eagles, they're saying your Eagles is the top of the... Uh-oh.
Lord have mercy. They start that crap again.
Yep.
Man, it looked like you in pain. What is all this hands over your face? And
Because I'm
You
not-
don't. You
no,
want
no,
you
no,
want
no.
the people to see you. You are an Eagle fan. Like, no. We ain't gonna do nothing.
I don't want to talk about this.
Oh, you just want to talk about the destruction of my squad.
No. We gotta say we're gonna trade somebody away though.
You don't trade somebody, but I mean, there is
A glimmer of hope.
Glimmer. They got this 4th round pick, Anthony Hitchens from Iowa. Seemed like the boy has been pretty healthy to me. He didn't miss many games at all.
No.
Stock just strong.
So he gonna run the defense now.
We don't. That's something that we have to find out. And like Kevin said, during training camp, practice, all that stuff, we're gonna find out.
But the biggest thing is, remember when they always said that Sean Lee really was a 3-4 linebacker, not a 4-3 linebacker. So, how much of a impact would he have made more in the 4-3? He was out most of the season last year, so we really didn't get a chance to see him in a 4-3. So now, put somebody else in there and see how it all stacks up.
I tell you,
It was a 4-3 linebacker or 3-4.
3-4.
that's when he got drafted as a 3-4
And a
linebacker.
3-4 for Rob
Rob
Ryan's
Ryan.
defense. Right. So when they
So
switched
the
everything
inside
to a
linebacker.
4-3, they say these linebackers and the cornerbacks that the Cowboys picked up in the previous year's drafts was for Rob Ryan's 3-4. Now you're switching it to a 4-3. So it was already a battle for the switch last year. And then all the injuries come along. It made everything worse. And having the old guy up in the booth who just don't know how to adjust on the fly just made it even worse.
I'm gonna be honest with you that the Cowboys, as of right now, it does not look good. I'm gonna throw out another name. Oh man. I'm gonna throw out another name. Will McClay. You ever heard of him? Will McClay is the personal player director. He's the one that orchestrated this draft that just passed. And
I remember you talked about him before.
yes, he's the guy that's going to be responsible to going out and getting those players, those pieces that they need. Real hardcore type players. I believe he's going to do the right thing.
He did good with the draft.
Did a good, solid job with the draft. Now, with all this talk about Sean Lee's out, and then they're saying, oh, well, you see, they lost DeMarcus Ware. You know I'm going back to DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware. Now, remember, DeMarcus Ware and Sean Lee did play together last year. And what result did we see from this? Nothing.
No.
So as you know, when you see DeMarcus Ware, all you Cowboys fans, you see DeMarcus Ware, and he's in Denver. Watch, for the first 6 to 7 games, he might be the DeMarcus of old. Trust me, at the tail end of the season, he's going to disappear. And I'm telling you right now, the Cowboys did a good job of getting rid of him. And if so be it, I don't know if it's in the cards for this Sean Lee, because you can't. For 4 years, you're injured.
Well, he had an injury
He
problem.
came into
college.
the league injured. You're in your professional career injured. Do you know of any players like yourself for the Eagles there? Did you notice that they came in injured and they're playing on the team?
Well, the person that came in injured, but he played with the first season was Graham. But they try and get rid of Graham because he really played defensive end. He played a 4-3. But they trying for 3-4. They don't want him for 3-4.
So it looks real bad for the Cowboys. Like I said, there's a little glimmer of hope.
Also remember, when they did last time all this change and everything went about, well, of course it was under Jimmy Johnson. A lot of no-names. Junior and all these other guys stepped in and made a solid defense.
It's good because now you got rid of that DeMarcus Ware, and I'm glad for it. Folks, thanks for another one, and I'll see you next time.